Hello, tubers. How are you doing today? Well, I hope you're having a good day, praying the rosary, getting closer to God because Yahweh is the best way. Today, I wanted to talk about battle scars. A lot of times, what I think about battle scars is the topic is very rarely addressed. I've never really heard a priest or a father talk about battle scars, but we all know that Jesus suffered scarring. And so I wanted to really find out the importance of it and try to gather. Oh, I have a couple questions, and I want to give you guys those questions so that maybe you can enlighten me because I have some curiosity and I just can't find any resolution in regards to my curiosity. First, I wanted to talk about or go over the scourging of Jesus Christ because the scourging was fairly heavy duty. And to me, the scourging was a form of him getting battle scars. I went to a website called ebible.com, and it says this. It is assumed that he, speaking of Jesus, was given 39 lashes because it was customary to give 40 lashes minus 1. It was called 40 lashes minus 1 because it was assumed that 40 or more lashes would kill someone. They were whipped with a cat of 9 tails, which was a whip with 9 lashes embedded with bits of metal or bone. And in the time of Jesus, it was mostly what they call oxen bone or ox bone. So Jesus, when he was scourged, after he was scourged, he was basically at the brink of death. And the reason why they didn't kill him was because they wanted to crucify him. They were such nice people, weren't they? 39 minus 1. Hey, okay. Hence, that's why it was so difficult for Jesus to carry that cross. He was basically on death's door. Now, if we go to Luke 24, the NIV version, this is the part when Jesus appears to the disciples. It starts at verse 36. And says, while they were still talking about this, Jesus himself stood among them and said to them, peace be with you. They were startled and frightened, thinking they saw a ghost. He said to them, why are you troubled? And why do doubts rise in your minds? Look at my hands and my feet. It is myself. Touch me and see. A ghost does not have flesh and bones, as you see I have. So basically, Jesus was showing to the disciples his hands and his feet. Why? Because they suffered the nailing, right? The nails of the Romans, just basically to hang Jesus on the crucifix. They had to pierce his hands. Really, it wasn't at his hands. It's most likely his wrists and his feet to hang him up on the crucifix. So that's what Jesus showed them. Now, if you go to John 24, John 20, starting at verse 24, this is when Jesus appears to Thomas. Now, Thomas, one of the 12, was not with the disciples when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, we have seen the Lord. But he said to them, unless I see nail marks in his hands, and put my finger where the nails were, and put my hands into his side, I will not believe. A week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them. Through the door, though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, peace be with you. Then he said to Thomas, put your finger here. See my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe. So in both cases, when Jesus appeared to the disciples and when he appeared to Thomas, Jesus showed his battle scars, the ones on his hands and his feet. And my question is this, and hopefully somebody can respond to this question. Why didn't Jesus show his back? Why didn't he show his back? Did he still have those scars in his back? Because that cat of nine tails was ripping his flesh. And hey, that had to be battle scars. I mean, come on. So why didn't Jesus show his back as a battle scar? Was it easier for him to do? Maybe. Were the scars still there on his back? Maybe. So that's my question to you guys. Why didn't Jesus show his back? And I just don't know what the answer would be. So that's the video today. It's a quick one, a short one, but it makes me think about the battle scars because I've heard stories that Jesus still has his scarring in heaven. He still has his battle scars regarding the holes in his hands and the holes in his feet. Does he still have the battle scars on his back as he's, right now? He's in heaven. Did they go away? Were they cured? Were they, you know, were they just, were they uh, fixed through, through your human healing? Were they healed? I don't know. And because he was scourged and then he was crucified and then he died. So there wasn't enough time for his scarring on his back to heal. Did they heal in that 3 days he died? I just don't know. And this is the question I have. So the question to you guys, and I'll repeat it one more time, is the scarring on his back, did it go away? Why did not Jesus show his battle scars that he had on his back? So hopefully you guys can figure it out for me. It is a question I do have, and I know I have a lot of good listeners out there and very educated, and hopefully they can give me some good comments so I can, uh, learn from this. And so that's the video today. I hope you appreciated it. If you did appreciate it, give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, God bless.